Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning, November 28th, and I want to point you in the direction of something that came across my channel yesterday that I started watching some stuff on. You know, there's a million and one rabbit holes you can go down, and this one is one of them that seems to be coming into my awareness more and more all the time, and that's the stuff about the mud floods from history, potential mud floods, Tartaria, and giants that maybe walked the earth at one time. So a guy named Justin Pawlak. A video of his came up and it was about Tartaria and the mud floods and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to check this out and see what he has to say, because that keeps coming into my awareness in different ways and shapes and forms. And I guess it's a conspiracy theory. So it comes up in that way. And the thing that I was most impressed with, one, is he didn't do a lot of talking. He showed a lot of pictures. He's done a lot of work of pictures of things all over the world that I've never seen, didn't even know existed. This is the kind of stuff they should be teaching in history books for kids, but are not. And this also strikes me as something that would be really good to sit down and show those kids in grade school. Potentially, they wouldn't get too bored with it. Again, he doesn't spend 15 minutes on one picture and talk about it until you just can't even stand it. It's kind of a slideshow, and it's different pictures of giant petrified, what looks like snake heads, what looks like elephants, what looks like giant trees. I mean, it was amazing, and I've never seen, or this has not ever been into my awareness before. So I'm going to put his link down in the comments, because if that's of any interest to you, it's worth a watch. Again, you kind of have to pay attention to the pictures. He doesn't talk a whole lot, and he has some nice music in the background. So if anything, it's visually appealing. And it makes you go, wow, what on earth has been on this earth before that is not here now? And, it was very much an eye-opener. I'm just going to say that. It was an eye-opener for me personally. I have not ever been outside of the United States. I have traveled around the United States a lot. I did most of my traveling when I was in my 20s and 30s. My last big trip, I went out to Sedona and Denver in 2018. So I don't do a lot of traveling anymore, unfortunately. But some of these pictures, a lot of them were, in China, places that I have never been. Maybe I'll get to go sometime. But anyway, I would love it if you would go check him out. And I also want to ask you guys, have you ever traveled outside of your, we'll say, country of origin? I'm from the United States. I've never been outside of the United States. I've been around a lot of the different states, but I've never been to any of the other continents. So I'm curious how many people have had the luxury of seeing some of these things that he showed pictures of live and in person. The petrified trees and the giant, what literally looks like a giant snake head that is made of stone. I mean, some of the things I saw, it could have been reaching, but some of it was very clear, and it was very hard to deny that is exactly what it looked like. And it did not look like these pictures were doctored. You be the judge of that. And it would be really hard to judge or to doctor all of these pictures, in my opinion. So point you in that right direction. And I also wanted to ask, how many of you felt physically bad over the last few days? I woke up Thursday morning and I felt like I had been hit by a Mack truck. Now, frankly, it felt like it was energetic in many sense of the word, because I had this heaviness, horrible heaviness in my chest. It was hard to breathe. And I personally was not sad about being home for 4 days for Thanksgiving. I was excited. When I got up on Wednesday morning and went to work, I was like, yay, I've got 4 days coming up. I can relax. I can chill out. And and just enjoy some peace and quiet for a while. And then I woke up not feeling so good on Thursday. So I'm curious. I don't have any proof of this, but I kind of feel like maybe some of us might have been clearing some grief for the collective. I do imagine there were many people that were not able to spend Thanksgiving with their family due to some of them had passed over the last year and a half. Some of them have had that division in the families, and some people were told, don't come to my house if you're whatever. So I'm wondering if some of that stuff that I was feeling in my chest area, my heart area, was grief. So anyway, I pulled out my essential oils, and I have been running both diffusers all weekend. I have been rubbing up and down with the oils. It is making me feel better. So whatever I have managed to move out of my system. But again, I also, feel like energetically we get sick because of stuff that gets stuck in our body. So I wished I'd have thought about this back in January when I got sick. I kind of got out of the practice of using my essential oils, and I'm kicking myself right now because, maybe I would have had a better time. Anyway, that's the question is, have you been out of your country of origin before and seen any of the stuff that he's talking about? The petrified animal heads, the petrified trees, stumps, and it's just go watch that for just a few minutes of it anyway. There's several on there. You can pick which one is of most interest on his channel, and bring a kid along with you. If you've got a kid or a grandkid, they need to see this stuff. I can guarantee this is not anything that they are teaching in school. So it would just be interesting to see what a child had to say about this stuff. And again, did you feel an energetic heaviness over your body over the weekend? Or did you feel fine? I don't know. Just asking. Something to think about. Talk to you later. Bye.